Students, today our topic is valence bond theory, that is VBT in coordination compounds. The key points for VBT are: first one, find the oxidation number of central metal ion. These are the example, students. When we apply VBT, at first the short trick is first check the oxidation number of central metal ion in the complex. All of you know how to find oxidation number. X minus 1 into 4 equal to minus 2, x equal to plus 2. At first, find the oxidation number of central metal ion in the complex. Number 2, identify the nature of ligands around the central metal ion in the complex. These are the ligands around the central metal ion in the complex. Identify their nature. Ligands are classified either as weak field ligands or strong field ligands. Weak field ligands, students, these are the examples mentioned in NCERT. Maybe halide ion, chloride, bromide, or maybe water. Weak field ligands, ligands in which donor atoms are halogens or water. These are called weak field ligands. Example, chloride, bromide, water. Strong field ligands. Again in NCERT, these are the examples mentioned. NH3, Cn and Cu. Strong field ligands, ligands in which donor atoms are nitrogen, phosphorus or carbon. These are strong field ligands. Please learn these three examples. These are of strong field ligands. Now when there are weak field ligands, such ligands when approach to metal ion, they can't pair up their electrons. They can't pair up the electrons of metal ion. It means in such complexes, metal ions will have maximum unpaired electrons when weak field ligands are there. This one is the example in which weak field ligand is there, halogen atom. When such ligands approach to metal ion, they can't pair up their electrons. It means such complexes will have maximum unpaired electron, so we call them high spin complex. And in case there are strong field ligands, what will happen? When such ligands, these are strong field, C and Co. Such ligands approach to metal ion, there is pairing of electrons. They pair up electrons of metal ion. It is called back pairing. When electrons will pair up, it means such complexes have least unpaired electron, so we call them low spin complex. Again, two key points. At first, find oxidation number and then check the nature of ligand, that is weak field or strong field. Weak field ligands, ligands in which donor atoms are halogens or oxygen. Strong field ligands in which donor atoms are nitrogen, phosphorus or carbon. When there are weak field ligand, electrons can't pair up. Such complexes will have maximum unpaired electrons, so we call them high spin complex. And when there are strong field ligands, electrons will pair up, we call it back pairing, and such complexes are called low spin complexes. Now at first we are going to study valence bond theory in complexes having coordination number 4. All of you know coordination number, total number of coordinate bond formed by ligand with metal ion. These are some examples in our syllabus with complexes in which metal ion is surrounded by the ligands having coordination number 4. These three are in our syllabus. In each, central metal ion is nickel with coordination number 4, but ligands are of different nature. Students, at first we detect hybridization. Complexes having coordination number 4, metal ion undergo either sp3 hybridization or dsp2 hybridization. When it undergo sp3 hybridization, the complex will have tetrahedral shape, and dsp2 hybridization square planar shape. Again, going to clear your concept, when there are weak field ligands, such complexes or 100% tetrahedral, that is, in such complexes metal ion undergo sp3 hybridization. And when there is strong field ligand, then chances are of dsp2 hybridization. Chances are of D2 hybridization, dsp2 hybridization. So they will be square planar. Now it's clear, students. Coordination number 4 in each case. In this case, nickel is surrounded by weak field ligand, halide Cl. It's clear. Weak field ligand, 100% tetrahedral shape and sp3 hybridization. And when strong field ligand, then chances are of dsp2. After this, magnetic behavior. You know diamagnetic and paramagnetic. All electrons are paired diamagnetic. If there are unpaired electrons, such complexes are paramagnetic. Now going to study VVT in different complexes. At first, coordination number 4. The first example is nickel Cl4 2 negative. Students, it's clear central metal ion in the complex is nickel, atomic number 28. What's the configuration of nickel? All of you know. Nearest double gas argon, 4s2 3d8. After this, students, mention electrons after noble gas. That is your after noble gas 3d subshell. It's 4s and it's pure p, which is vacant. 3d8. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 4s2. It's clear metal ion is nickel. That's the configuration of nickel. Now I told you what is the key point. At first, find its oxidation state. In this complex, nickel is in +2 oxidation state. X minus 1 into 4 equal to -2. -2 is the charge of the complex. But metal ion is in +2 oxidation state. Nickel 2, students, 2 electrons will be removed from S subshell. Now S becomes vacant. 3d remain as 8. First step, mention metal ion. Second step, mention metal with respect to its oxidation state in the complex. And third step, mention the complex which is a part of the question. Only 3 steps will mention in each complex. At first metal, then metal ion, then complex. Students, it is clear it is weak field ligand. We got the idea, it is weak field ligand, 100% sp3. Electrons will not pair, electrons will remain as such. d8, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. What will happen? It's weak field ligand. In this complex, metal ion undergo sp3 hybridization. Please, ligand will approach. Ligand is the donor atom. Donate its electron pair to metal ion, leads to the formation of coordinate bond. Coordination number is 4. It is clear. Cl halide ion is ligand. Or you can directly write Cl4. Now the part of the question will be, please come here. On the basis of VVT, discuss the shape and magnetic behavior of complex. We will do at first this metal ion and complex. After this we will write, discuss the magnetic behavior and shape. Since it has 2 unpaired electrons, it is paramagnetic. In this complex, metal ion undergo sp3 hybridization. So it will have tetrahedral shape. After this we will write according to the demand of the question. I hope the concept is clear. After this, second is nickel Cn4 2 negative. It is clear, coordination number 4. But it is strong field ligand, students. What will happen? Electrons of the metal will pair up. Again, at first, suppose the question is on the basis of VVT, show that nickel Cn4 2 negative complex is diamagnetic in nature. Again, central metal ion in the complex is nickel, atomic number 28. What's the configuration? Same, students, because metal ion is same. Argon 18, 4s2 3d 8. At first, what will be mentioned? Electronic configuration of metal nickel 3d8, 4s2, 4p subshell as vacant because they participate in hybridization. d8, 1 2 3 4 5 Hunts rule, then pairing 6 7 8, 4s2. Again, students, it is clear in it metal ion is in +2 oxidation state x minus 1, it is pseudo halide, into 4 equal to minus 2, x equal to plus 2. 2 electrons will be removed from 4s subshell. Now S becomes vacant in second step. Now please come here. What's the new in this complex? What will happen when it cyanide strong field ligand? Ligands in which donor atoms are carbon, nitrogen, phosphorus, cyanide, carbonyl ammonia, strong field ligand. They approach to metal ion. What will happen, students? Back pairing, that is electron will pair up. This electron shifts to this orbit. 3 sets were already paired. 3 sets were already paired. When ligand approach, what will happen? Back pairing. This electron migrates to this. At first 1, now here becomes 2. Now D subshell becomes vacant. It is clear. Strong field ligand, chances are of DsP2. One D subshell participate, one S and 2 P. That is DsP2 hybridization. Now ligand will approach, pairing up. In this case ligand is cyanide. 4 times coordination number 4. Simple. Metal, then metal ion with respect to its oxidation state in the complex, and third step complex. It is strong field ligand. What will happen? Back pairing, students. This electron will shift to this orbital. At first 3 sets were paired, now 4 sets become paired and 5th become vacant. Ligand approach 1, 2, 3, 4 because coordination number is 4. Now the part of the question is, on the basis of VVT show that nickel CN42 negative is diamagnetic in nature. After this we will write, since it has no unpaired electron, hence it is diamagnetic in nature. All times in subjective part there is 2 questions. One question of 2 marks is related to VVT. It will be of 2 marks. Or the question may be, on the basis of VVT, discuss the shape. Again we will do the same 3 steps. Whenever we have to apply VVT, these are the 3 key steps. Then we will write, since in this metal ion undergo DsP2 hybridization, so it will have square planar shape. After this, the third complex of nickel in syllabus is this one, tetracarbonyl nickel 0, nickel CO4. Again same, metal ion is nickel, atomic number 28, electronic configuration argon 4s2 3d8. Students, please at first metal 3d8, 4s2 after noble gas, 3d8, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, 4s2. What is the oxidation state of metal in this complex? It is neutral ligand. Neutral ligand means 0. Or it is neutral complex, overall charge 0, x equal to 0, nickel 0. No gain, no loss. As such, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And in S subshell 2 electrons will remain as such. Now students, at third step it is complex. Please, what's the nature of this ligand? Again it is strong field ligand. What will happen? Back pairing, electrons will pair up. What will happen in this, students? Electrons of S subshell will pair up in D subshell. These 2 D subshells are half filled. These S electrons jumps here, leads to the pairing. We call this concept as back pairing. These 3 sets were already fully filled. These 2 were half filled. When S subshell electrons pair up, and this becomes paired. Now that's the vacant set. Coordination number 4. What will happen? sp3 hybridization. Whenever there is strong field ligand, we call low spin complex, that is they are diamagnetic. Ligand will approach, donate its electrons to metal ion. In this case the ligand is CO, carbonyl. Again 4 times Now suppose the demand of the question is, and it's the important out of these we studied, on the basis of VVT, show that complex is tetrahedral and diamagnetic. Since in this complex nickel undergo sp3 hybridization, so it is tetrahedral. No unpaired electron, all electrons are paired, we call it as diamagnetic. These are the three complexes of nickel in our syllabus, students. That's your weak field ligand, it is paramagnetic. Strong field, electrons pair, diamagnetic. Out of these, students, only one will have square planar shape. In it, nickel undergo dsp2. That is square planar. And in these two, nickel undergo sp3, so tetrahedral shape. Now these are questions related to coordination number 4 in JEE exam. That's the question last time. The complex having net magnetic moment of 2.82 Bohr's magneton is. I have told you the short trick. When one unpaired electron 1.73, two unpaired electrons 2.82 or 2.84, three unpaired electrons 3.87, in which the complex magnetic moment is 2.82 Bohr's magneton. These are the three complexes of nickel. It is of zinc. Students, zinc, it always remains in D10 configuration. Zinc 3D10 4s2. Remember, in case of zinc, again that's the trick, either it is weak field or strong field. All time it will have complexes having diamagnetic behavior. All times either weak field, strong field. And second, all time its complexes will have tetrahedral shape, because in these complexes zinc always undergo sp3. D10, D is already fully filled. No scope, either weak field or strong field. sp3, all complexes of zinc in coordination number 4, tetrahedral and diamagnetic. Now please, these are the three. These two are paired. In these two, what will happen? Back pairing, no unpaired electron. In it, we study nickel Cl4 2 negative, we studied. Please look here, how many unpaired electrons are in this complex? 2. When there are 2 unpaired electrons, definitely its magnetic moment is 2.82. Now please, this second question. Both nickel tetracarbonyl, tetracyanidonickelate 2 are diamagnetic. Hybridization of nickel in these complexes is, what is the hybridization of nickel in these two complexes? Please tick the right option and forward me on my WhatsApp number 94595766600. It is again easy. After this, next complexes having coordination number 6. Now we will apply VVT in complexes having coordination number 6. Students, it's clear. These are the complexes in which coordination number of metal ion is 6. Coordination number, total number of coordinate bond formed by ligand with metal ion. Students, in such complexes, hybridization will be either sp3d2 or d2sp3. Coordination number 4, we study sp3 or dsp2. But here, sp3d2 or d2sp3. In each case, shape is octahedral. But students, when it is sp3d2 hybridization, all times 100% when central metal ion is surrounded by weak field ligands. Central metal ion is surrounded by weak field ligands. The complex will have octahedral shape, that is undergo sp3d2 hybridization. Now it's clear, out of these, in which central metal ion will undergo sp3d2 hybridization. Weak field ligands, donor atom is halogen or oxygen. In these two, there are weak field ligands. It is clear, sp3d2 hybridization. And students, when d2sp3 hybridization, that is central metal ion is surrounded by strong field ligands. That is, donor atom is nitrogen, phosphorus or carbon. It is clear, strong field ligands. In these two, what will happen? d2sp3 hybridization. Within the complex, we got an idea. After this, when a complex undergo sp3d2 hybridization, that is use its outer d orbital, it is called outer orbital complex, and undergo d2sp3, use its inner d orbitals called inner orbital complex. These are the two new terms in coordination number 6. Outer orbital complex and inner orbital complex. Outer orbital complex, answer, complex formed by the use of outer d orbitals for hybridization. Easy definition. Coordination complex formed by the use of outer d orbitals for hybridization, that is undergo sp3d2 hybridization. Inner orbital complex. Coordination complex formed by the use of inner d orbitals for hybridization, that is undergo d2sp3 hybridization. Please write the definition of these two. When it is inner orbital complex, again strong field ligand, electrons will pair up. Such complexes will have less unpaired electron, so we call them low spin complex. When there is weak field ligand, there is 0% chance of back pairing. Electrons will never pair up. So such complexes will have maximum unpaired electron. We call them as high spin complex. After this, magnetic behavior. Again same. Diamagnetic, all electrons in the molecule of a substance are paired. If there are unpaired electrons, we call paramagnetic. Now we are going to apply VVT in coordination number 6. Students, the question may be, on the basis of VVT, discuss its shape or discuss its magnetic behavior. Students, when we read the complex, we got idea. It is weak field ligand, 100% sp3d2. Shape octahedral. Weak field, no back pairing, that is paramagnetic. We got all the idea, only we have to do formalities. Again we will do. Central metal ion in the complex is iron. Iron atomic number 26. Argon, nearest noble gas, 4s2 3d6. Again 3 key steps. Metal ion with respect to its oxidation state in the complex and complex. Metal iron, 3d6 4s2. Students, it is weak field ligand. It is clear sp3d2 hybridization. So we have to mention vacant 4p and 4d subshells also. D set contains 6 electrons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and then 6. S set contains 2 electrons. What is the oxidation state of metal in it? X minus 1 into 6 equal to minus 3. Metal ion X, halide minus 1 into 6 equals to minus 3. X equals to plus 3. Iron 3. 3 electrons will remove, 2 from S and 1 from D. Now D will become 5. How many electrons are there in the D subshell of ferric ion? Fe3, 3 electrons are removed, 2 from S and 1 from D. Now it becomes D5. But again we apply Hund's rule. At first 1, 1, 1, D5. Please don't remove the electron from this set. Electron is removed from out of D6, 1 is moved from D and 2 from S, D5. Mentioned in this way. Metal ion, and third step is complex. Student, it is clear it is weak field ligand. There will no back pairing. What will happen? These electrons will remain as such. Ligand कहाँ पे approach करेगा? It will approach to the vacant orbitals. Coordination number 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It is clear. In this complex, metal ion undergo sp3d2 hybridization, that is use 1s subshell, 3p and 2d. What will happen? Ligand is the donor atom. Donate its electron pairs to the metal ion. Ligand is halide ion. How many times? 6 times. Now please, the demand of the question is on the basis of VBT, show it is paramagnetic. Do these 3 key steps and then write, in this complex metal has 5 unpaired electrons, so it is paramagnetic. On the basis of VBT, show it is in outer orbital complex. Again do these 3 key steps, then write, since it use outer d orbitals for hybridization, that is undergo sp3d2 hybridization, hence it is outer orbital complex. After this, again students, that's the complex in coordination number 6. Same metal ion, but it is clear. Nature of ligand, strong field. NH3, Cn, Co. These three are strong field ligands. Again going to remind you. Strong field ligand in coordination number 6, what will happen? It is clear, D2sp3 hybridization. D2sp3 means low spin complex, inner orbital complex. In this what will happen, students? In third step, back pairing will proceed. The rest will remain same. Again mat line is iron. Atomic number 26. 4s2 3d 6. Please mention metal. Iron 2 3 4 5 6. S sub shall contain 2 electrons. 3d 4s 4p. Coordination number 6, students. I don't mention vacant 4d subshell because no need to design. It is clear, it is strong field, undergo D2sp3. If designed, they will remain as such. If I mention, then don't delete, but they remain vacant, of no use here. Metal, iron 3 again same, 2 electrons from S and 1 from D. Now D becomes 5. That is the third key step. It is strong field ligand, students. We got the idea from the question. It is strong field ligand, what will happen? Back pairing. Students, back pairing will start. At first this shifts to this subshell. If it is already twice, then this shift to this set. Now all are half. Back pairing from left side. If it is double, then back pairing from second set. If second is double, back pairing from third set. It will come to this. Now these two sets become fully filled. It remains single and these two become vacant. Please come here. This electron pair up here. This electron pairs up here. These two sets becomes fully filled. This will remain as such. It is clear 2d subshells are vacant. Which hybridization will take place? That is D2sp3. Now ligand will approach. Mention double crossing. Coordination number 6. 6 bonds are formed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Students, ligand is donor. Donor and metal is acceptor. Acceptor की side head और donor की तरफ tail. Ligand is NH3. It is neutral ligand, so no charge. 6 times. Charge is mentioned either on halide or either on cyanide. In case of neutral ligands, charge is not mentioned. After this, students, next is one more example. On the basis of VVT, show why it is an inner orbital complex. There's a question in CBSE 2019. Many times in HP board. VVT show that it is an inner orbital complex. Students, central metal line in the complex is chromium, atomic number 24. It is important at first chromium. The configuration of chromium matters a lot. Argon 18, 4s1, 3d5. If you mention 4s2, 3d4, then it becomes wrong from this point. No one will check further. That's the reason it is important. Again, at first we mention metal, then metal ion, and third step complex. These are the three steps: metal, metal ion, and complex. 3d5, 4s1, 4p. No need to design 4d subshell. Even it is coordination number 6. It is clear, students. It is strong field ligand. We got an idea, D2sp3 hybridization, inner orbital complex. But we have to do some formalities. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What is the oxidation state of metal? 3. 1 electron from S and 2 from D. Now it becomes D3. 3 electrons are removed. Next step, complex. Students, I told you when it is strong field ligand, what will happen? Back pairing. But in this complex, already 2 sets on the right side are vacant. They are already vacant. When they are vacant, back pairing will not happen. Back pairing will happen only to vacant them in case of strong field ligand. They are already vacant. It's clear, D2sp3. Single, single, single. These were already vacant. That's the reason here back pairing not proceed. Coordination number 6, 1 bond, 2 bond, 3, 4, 5, 6. Its clear ligand is NH3 neutral ligand. No charge 6 times. Now suppose the demand of the question is on the basis of VVT show it is paramagnetic. We write since it has 3 unpaired electron it is paramagnetic. It is inner orbital complex undergo D2sp3 hybridization, use inner d orbitals. Coordination number 6 students, mention focus on the ligands. Weak field ligand sp3d2, strong field ligands d2sp3. That's the concept only. After this, that's for your assignment work. First, on the basis of VBT, show that FeCN6 4 negative is diamagnetic in nature. It means it is strong field ligand. Which hybridization will happen? D2sp3, you will do back pairing, and then in third step you check it will not have any unpaired electron. It is inner orbital. It is clear it is strong field. Second, on the basis of VBT, show that COF6 3 negative is an outer orbital complex. So it is clear weak field ligand 100% outer orbital complex. You have to apply VBT. Please do these 3 questions and forward me on my WhatsApp number 76600. Coordination number 6, weak field sp3d2 and strong field d2sp3. That's the key point, students. Whenever we apply VBT, we write these 3 steps: metal, metal ion and complex. If it is weak field, no back pairing. Experimentally, such complexes are highly paramagnetic. Thank you.